Hey guys, how are y'all doing? It's dark in here. Ooh. Do I need to clean out my house a little bit? Yeah. Alright, what's up? Fuck my life, dude. This is a son of a bitch. I'm just getting so frustrated. No, I'm not. Fine. Hey, want your stuffies? These are yours, little doll. This is for the bunny for you, and then your unicorn. There you go. Yeah, for you. Howdy-ho. How's it going? I'm sorry, I'm trying to get myself to go. Rewind, back it up. Hold the phone, dude. Alright, sit down. Okay. Oh. Look like a weirdo. Okay, feeling like a weirdo. I just took my dog for a walk. And I was thinking about how I live in Washington on the West Coast. And Washington, D.C., like Washington descending, the descendant of Washington. And I just find it to be super fucking CIA, fucking deaf, and CAI. CIIZ. I just find it to be super fucking suspect that I was like on some fucking weirdo fucking deaf shit. They moved me out here on some fucking MK Ultra, fucking KM, fucking dumb shit. Sorry, what am I saying here? I'm fucking confusing myself. Okay, for real though, I was just walking around and I was thinking about how it's super suspect that I was moved out here when I was like 15 years old. 15. On some fucking weird shit, dude. That's crazy to think about, dude. That's absolutely nuts to think about. Anyways, from Salem. Not Jerusalem, but just regular Salem. Am I living in the Truman Show, dude? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm alone all the time. I'm so unclear. I just feel so unclear. Anyways, the sun is in reverse. The tower is in reverse. The Hierophant is in the upright. Let's do this. We're going to just pull 12 cards. Who do we start with? Let's start with the Virgo. Sagittarius is coming out as the devil. Why do you have to be so fucking competitive, Leo? Like, Leo, what is it about your, like, why are you like that? Why do you have to be so, like, there's something about it that's just, there's something really super petty about that. Like, don't be so petty. Don't be so fucking petty. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not the Five of Wands. That's the Five of Cups. I'm sorry. Scratch what I just said there. There's a different card. The Five of Cups is, you feel like you left people behind in order to pursue a relationship. There can be feelings of maybe sadness about that, like some melancholy feelings. Maybe you're feeling like you miss your friends a little bit. You miss your whatever you left behind to pursue something. You feel just feeling like you kind of miss it a little bit. Interesting that that's coming out that way, because it fell out right on top of this, right? Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag. The Devil card came out for Sagittarius. Oh, somebody might be kind of a fucking dick, dude. Or manipulative, or like, I don't know. Like, somebody kind of makes, like, I don't know. The Sag energy is kind of giving me, like, weird vibes. Why the devil? What? The sun is in reverse, and that's coming out for Cancer. For Gemini, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. Tying in, so opposing the Six of Wands, Gemini, we have the Devil. There could definitely be an energy here of like a Sagittarian energy that's really, really like clogging up or like hogging the, like they're really controlling about like their success, or like they, I don't know, that's weird. Why is that coming to light like that? Or maybe this person is just like very adamant about being on the top. I feel like what people don't know is that you're really, unless you're like, if you have to be on the top, right, you're very adamant about being like a Scarlet Woman. I don't know that you realize that really what you think is the top is actually the bottom. It's like it's like the first will go last and the last will go first, and that's very important, right? If you're like very adamant about being, you know, on top all the time, you're not okay with being the underdog. I don't think that you realize that it's actually the other way around. And to be a beast is to actually be on top. Just so you know. Right? It's like survive. Like there's something to do with pride here. A little bit about that. Something about pride. Let's start with Virgo. Virgo, you have the Two of Wands. Packing things, getting things ready. Two of Pentacles came out too. Jupiter and Cancer. Capricorn. What's this card? I didn't even look at this one. This is Capricorn. The Four of Swords reverse. I think we pulled it out earlier. Aquarius, you got the Nine of Cups reversed. You're codependent. Aquarius. You're becoming codependent. Something's codependent. Could be codependent, or it's like you need to find a way to find emotional fulfillment for yourself, with yourself. Learn how to be okay. Like, I don't want to be with anyone that is constantly needing to be around people all the time. I only want to be with you, like, if you've been alone for a good amount of time, like, if you're okay being by yourself, right? If you enjoy being by yourself, I'll know that you're the kind of person I want to spend time with. But if you can't handle being by yourself, why the fuck would I want to hang out with you? If you can't hang out with yourself, why would I want to hang out with you? You got to think about that. Like, if you can't stand being by yourself, how can I stand with you? You got to figure yourself out, dude. You got to figure that out. First of all, you got to figure that the fuck out. For real. Damn, sorry. Sorry. But, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'm a Pisces rising, though. So I can just, right? Like, I can be a hermit all day, every day. I don't mind being a hermit. I can do it. I'm chilling. Right? I'd rather have no one around than the wrong people around. That's how I feel. Libra, you pulled the Seven of Swords in reversed. There's nothing that you have to hide. You're very straightforward. Scorpio, you're having some issues with controlling your impulses, or you were in the past. Something here about needing to, you need to harden up a little bit, bud. Because we got this strength card here. Somebody could maybe be trying, like, somebody could be, like, kind of being a little bit pushy with you or forceful with you. Or trying to be forceful or, like, I don't know. I don't like that. We have the devil. You can't, like, Scorpio, I feel like Scorpio, Sagittarius, like, you cannot stop doing something. You don't care what, like, even, like, no matter how bad it is for you, you don't really care. You're going to keep doing it. You don't care. Okay. This person here has a lot of money. This person doesn't care about the well-being of other people. This little section right here. The devil, that, yeah. Then we get here to the Capricorn energy, the Four of Swords reversed. I feel like somebody's like, how can you even sleep at night? I don't. I sleep during the day. That's how. Sorry. Aquarius. This, I want to say that this reading is for someone that's pretty selfish. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pisces, you have the Four of Cups. It's like you're being offered stuff, but you don't necessarily really want it. Aries, you're coming out as the Knight of Wands. He's looking snazzy. Can you see that? Nope, you can't. There we go. Okay, what's the next one? Taurus, you have the Ace of Wands. It's like fucking, I guess, or I don't know, what is that? Like you're on fire? Chilling. Maybe you're wearing like a fuzzy coat. Like you look like a you look like a cotton ball. Like a fluffy. Fluffy. Oh, you're wearing like a fucking fluffy fucking puffer coat. Stop. Put the fucking fluffer coat away, dude. You gotta go. I'm out of here. You gotta be fucked up. I'm not doing none of that. How long has this been? 14 minutes? 14 on the timer. Right on. We started with Virgo. What did it get? Who got the sun in reverse? Did I do that right? Okay. Yeah. Cancer got the sun in reverse. Okay. Cancer. Get these away from me. Thank you. I can't see anything with those on. I can't. I'm sorry. Okay, now we'll like this. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. This is way to go. Oh, I hate my life. Do you know what I actually do? I feel like someone's watching me right now. Sneak up on me, Wing Chun. We have Anunnaki light codes. Energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. Anu? Enlil? Akashic Stargate. Aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. A time to give rather than take in reversed. New moon in Virgo. So a time to take rather than give. Maybe. Because we had... Wait, I don't know. That's in reverse. New moon in Virgo. Okay. So new moon in the first house. There could definitely be like a sense of like... I think like, what is it? Okay, so we have a new moon in the first house is what's coming through in reversed. What would that talk about? That could talk about like a new era of yourself, beginning to cultivate a new era of yourself, maybe unlocking a new aspect of who you are, evolving the way that you perceive yourself and the way that others perceive you, new styles, new last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. And then we have yes, just say yes. Keepers of the earth, you're not alone. Ancient ancestors. I fucking hate these cards, dude. They're so fucking stupid. But I get it. I get what you're saying. I do like these ones that were made by Kyle Gray. They were actually really good. Some of them are broken. Or they're... Wait, which one was it? I think it was like the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Thoth? I think it was the first deck I ever had. Thoth? I don't fucking know, dude. I read those things. I thought they were kind of stupid. What happened to that notebook? Okay, what stars are prominent in your birth chart? Okay, who is your soul family? Who are the people that you have incarnated with that you are supposed to have assist you? And why the fuck in this picture does Jupiter have fucking rings? Get the fuck out of here with your dumb shit. This is retarded. Is this Jupiter? No, it's not. Sorry. I kind of looked like it. I was like, wait, what? Get the fuck out of here with your dumb shit. It's not. It's Saturn. There's a little teeny tiny baby Jupiter right here. But it looks really small. I had to go, dude. This fucking... I gotta go, dude. This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. I'm sorry. I gotta go. Better go. Better go. When I lean toward love, I am led. Oh, God. Okay. Cool. How long has it been? 18 minutes? All right. I was going to wait a second to do this, but just like, I'm going to read something from a book, though. Most of you probably left by now. Hold on. What should we read? Let's read it. This is, I think I've read this on, this is a good book. Bruising the Dragon's Head. When in Mexico, 4 years prior to the equinox of the gods that took place in 1904, Frater Perdabo, I don't know how to say that, explored the 30th and 29th Ethires from the watchtowers of the universe. The visions he received at that early date, although completely beyond his rational comprehension, obtained striking prophecies indicating that the end of the age of Osiris was close at hand. More than this, they contained the first hints of monumentous modulation in the development of mankind. He spake, "It is finished. My mother hath unveiled herself. My sister hath violated herself. The life of things hath disclosed its mystery. The work of the moon is done. Motion is ended forever. Clipped the eagle's wings, but my shoulders have not lost their strength. I heard the great voice from above crying, Thou liest, for the volatile hath indeed fixed itself, but it hath arisen above thy sight. The world is desert, is desert, is desert. Deep desert. That's like a desert. And there's one S. I'm like a desert. Like Las Vegas is a desert. Okay. At the abodes of the house of my father are peopled, and his throne is crusted over with the brilliant stars, a luster of bright gems. 54. I bid, period. What? Fixing the volatile is alchemical terminology for what we may call, in simple terms, the attainment of realization of the spiritual goal. 55. This, of course, only part of the entire process. The fixed must first be made volatile. Then the volatile must be fixed. What? Fixing the volatile is an alchemical terminology for what we may call, in simple terms, the attainment or realization of the spiritual goal. 55. This, of course, is only part of the entire process. The fixed must first be made volatile. Then the volatile must be made fixed. Alchemists commonly expressed their method for achieving this in the aphorisms solvet coagula or analysis of synthesis. 56. Or in full, solvet corpa et coagulate spiritum. Dissolve ye the body and congeal the spirit. The spirit was usually depicted as an eagle or some other bird. The flight of the bird indicated the volatility of the matter. Fixation was often represented by the impaling of nails or a sword. 57. Cf. Speculum Veritatis, F.9 and 10. The illustrations have been reprinted in Alchemy, the Secret Art by Stanislas Kowalski de Rolla. The volatile matter was also occasionally depicted as a serpent. Clipping the wings of the eagle indicates the same thing, for it deprives the bird of flight, hence causing fixation. A parallel of this symbolism may be found in Ripley's scroll 16th century, which depicts the bird with the head of a king devouring its own feathers. The inscription reads, "The bird of Hermes is my name, eating my wings to make me tame." In this quotation of the vision and the voice, the one who first speaks is the old god of the West, Osiris, or Jesus, who calls out against the changes of the new aeon will bring. He sees the unveiling of his mother Binah and the passing of his sister Malkuth from virgin to woman. Admitting the volatile has been fixed at last, he claims the strength of the bull, but the Hierophant, for he does not yet realize that his time is about to end. The new aeon completely changed the formula of the supreme initiation, for it was the fixed volatile. Above the great desert, which is the abyss. Prior to this is dogma of the Sephiroth. Prior to the dogma of this Sephiroth, above the abyss was an intellectual construction, albeit formed by Neshama, 59, what is that? The intuition, Neshama, together with Chicha, will, and Yechiada, the spark of the Godhead, forms the Trinity that represents the highest aspects of human nature. These three are above the abyss, hence they are unconscious components of the human psyche. There was no method of instruction for crossing this great gulf, which separates the ideal and the actual fact. The Osirian. It says I make a lot of thousands of dollars. Okay. I wrote that on the front of it. The cover is gone. I don't know what hexagram that is. I forgot. Look it up. In fact, the Osirian systems have no concept of crossing the abyss at all. Evidence of this may be found in the symbolism of the planetary hexagram of nature. The uppermost point is Da'ath, the false Sephiroth, to which the planet Saturn is attributed in the diagram. The correct attribution of Saturn, however, is Binah. Da'ath does not exist on the Tree of Life. It is solely a construct of the Ruach. Hebrew, Ruach means air, breath, hence spirit. CF Genesis, Hebrew, Chaldea, Lexion, the Old Testament Scriptures, pp. 706, 761. Beep, boo, boo. Okay, wait, stop. Sorry. I'm so annoying, dude. Why am I so annoying? I don't know. Or intellectual faculty. The final analysis doth breaks down into dust of the abyss. Don't look at my stuff over here, because there's some stuff on there you don't need to see. Becoming the meaningless fragments of the disjointed idea. Some adepts of the old time proclaimed Da'ath to be the result of the union of Hokmah and Binah. It is merely the bastard of the swastika. 62. The swastika signifies Kether, the first Sephiroth, the Hebrew letter Aleph, which means the value 1. It is the shape of the swastika, which signifies the Rashith Ha-Gilgalim, the first motion, which was the first appearance of evil, since it disrupted the perfection of zero. It was the wrong of the wrong of the beginning, knowledge or Da'ath. It is not the child of wisdom and understanding, but merely the false image of unity of Kether, the crown. Upon analysis, it is revealed to be the false monad, which shatters the dust of the abyss. Third Ethyre. Liber CDXVIII, third Ethyre. That fucking pissed me the fuck off right there. Sorry. In practice, the cult of Jehovah Jesus, it did not even reach up to Da'ath, or even to Hesed, the great father of their religion, was merely a false image of Dyad Hokmah reflected into the Sephiroth Netzach. Hence the predictable degeneration of gross... Oh, I'm getting fucking pissed the fuck off, dude. Don't... No. I gotta go. I'm not reading that right now because it's fucking making me angry. Sorry. I just have to go because I didn't agree with what they were saying there, so I have to go. I'm not reading that anymore. I hope you guys have a great day. Jesus is amazing, and I love him so much with all my heart. Just so you know that. If he spits in a blind man's eyes, that's fine. I'll stand beside him. If he wants to spit in a blind man's eyes, that's fine. I trust that he has the right idea. Maybe the blind guy was acting like a prick. Maybe he wouldn't leave him the fuck alone, and maybe that was the only thing he could do. Maybe he was being fucking hella disrespectful. You come up to me and start disrespecting me. I was just walking my dog outside, and some fucking hobo bum fucking threw a fucking beer bottle in the middle of the fucking walking path, broke it, and I said, if this motherfucker did that in front of me, dude, I would walk up to you and I'd fucking punch you in the dick, dude. You fucking piece of shit, dude, for real. I would straight punch him in the... Dude, I'd be so pissed off. Why would you do that? I have to go. Sorry, I can't finish reading. I'm not a Nazi, I am Z. They were Nazi, I am Z. So, sorry. it doesn't need to be so, it's not even, I don't need to have a whole bunch of knowledge. The knowledge isn't going to validate me any further than I'm already been validated. I don't need knowledge. It's interesting, but it doesn't change who I am, and it never will. And that's bullshit. And I don't believe in I think that Jewish people are fine to be who they want to be. And I can respect them being different than me, but I am not okay with ever feeling like you can kill a generation of people because they're different and because they feel as though they're special. They can be special, and I can honor their specialness. And I'm okay with that. And I don't even need to be a part of it. And I can honor that and allow them to be special. And I don't feel jealous like I need to go kill them because I'm not like them. And I think that that's a shame on them for the people in the past that did do that. So I'm going to go. Thank you. Goodbye.